Hello, how are you?
So what is the end goal? Why are they allowing it? They want to change the demographics of the United States. They really do. Because, I mean, no, honestly, the people from Nebraska, like my family's like Americans that
In a stunning undercover expose released this week by Project Veritas, a U.S. State Department consular officer has been caught on hidden camera making explosive claims about America's immigration system.
So what is the end goal? Why are they allowing it?
The officer alleges that mass immigration policies are deliberately designed to alter the country's demographics, specifically by bringing in large numbers of migrants, particularly from Latin America, who he says vote overwhelmingly for Democrats.
They want to change the demographics of the United States. They really do. Because, I mean, no, honestly, the people from Nebraska, like my family's like Americans that have, my family's been in the United States for 400 years.
He describes traditional standard Americans as less aligned with leftist politics, implying that importing a new electorate is a strategic move to secure long-term political power for one party.
Traditional standard Americans are not leftists. Latin America is all leftists. And it's just, it literally is just to try to change the demographics.
He states plainly that the goal is demographic change, framing it as a calculated effort rather than an unintended consequence of policy.
They want to change the demographics of the United States.
This revelation has reignited fierce debate over border security and electoral integrity. Critics call it evidence of intentional voter importation, while supporters of expansive immigration policies argue the remarks reflect personal opinion, not official government strategy.
They really do. Because, I mean, no, honestly, the people from Nebraska, like my family's like Americans that have, my family's been in the United States for 400 years.
Adding fuel to the controversy are historical voting patterns. For decades, Latino voters have leaned heavily Democratic.
Traditional standard Americans are not leftists. Latin America is all leftists. And it's just, it literally is just to try to change the demographics.
In 2012, they backed Barack Obama by a margin of 71 to 27%. In 2020, Joe Biden carried the group roughly 2-1. However, the most recent data tells a shifting story. According to Pew Research Center's validated voter analysis from the 2024 election, Donald Trump narrowed the gap dramatically, losing among Hispanic voters by just 3 points, 48% for Trump compared to 51% for Kamala Harris.
Serious issue. He is saying that he would use the military to go after them. Think about this. And we know who he would target. And we know who he would target.
That represents a significant rightward movement compared to prior cycles. The State Department has not yet issued an official response to the video, and Project Veritas has faced criticism in the past over its undercover tactics and selective editing.
So what is the end goal? Why are they allowing it? They want to change the demographics of the United States. They really do. Because, I mean,
still, the clip has amplified calls for greater transparency in visa processing, asylum decisions, and overall immigration enforcement.
You make of what's happening in Minnesota?
Just let them be there and do their job, period. Leave ICE alone. Getting in front of people's faces and doing this to ICE is total horse hockey in my opinion. Donald Trump is doing what the people elected him to do, get rid of illegal immigration. That's it.
As the nation continues to grapple with record border encounters and partisan divides over who should enter the country and why, this latest undercover sting has once again thrust the question into the spotlight. Is America's immigration policy serving national interests or political ones?
So what is the end goal? Why are they allowing it? They want to change the demographics of the United States. They really do. Because, I mean, no, honestly, the people from Nebraska, like my family's like Americans that have, my family's been in the United States for 400 years. Traditional standard Americans are not leftists. Latin America is all leftists. And it's just, it literally is just to try to change the demographics.
We're serious about economic growth. It is time to heed the call of business leaders, labor leaders, faith leaders, law enforcement, and fix our broken immigration system.
We have to stop illegal immigration. We have to.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.